sense walking down when you can slide.
What's with Canada? We got great big cities, but a lot of trees and rocks. Yeah, the winter's cold here. Wear 2 pairs of socks. There's half the world's fresh water to paddle your canoe or camp along the shore.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Gerald and this is Trekking with Taz. Today we are heading up Fraser Mountain. This mountain was once the site of an old fire lookout and is situated in northern British Columbia across from Fraser Lake on Highway 16 West. It is considered one of the first snow-free treks into some higher country in the north and is used by many to regain their hiking legs after a long winter. The tower atop the mountain was felled by the wind last summer, so I for one am personally eager to see the results. I will be putting up pictures from the past of it standing in all its glory. While atop the mountain, we will visit a couple cool features, an immense cliff and a cave that is part of a large fissure in the mountain. There are a few nice lookouts along the way we will also enjoy. This isn't a particularly hard hike, but if you do everything, it is fairly long and will give you a good workout. That's enough for now. Join me on my trek up and all around Fraser Mountain and take in what it has to offer for an early season hike.
Today's trek's going to take us to Fraser Mountain, and rather than start it in Prince George, this is Highway 16 West to Prince Rupert. So you head out on it, pass through Vanderhoof, and this is the last notable place before we turn to go up the mountain, and this is Fort Fraser. So between Fort Fraser and Fraser Lake, or the lake itself, Beaumont Park is our turnoff to the left to go up to the mountains. So anyone that's never been, you'll know you're getting close when you get to here. See you at the mountain. We're going to start our trek up Fraser Mountain. I did lead you astray just a little bit. The turnoff is off the highway to the left, just about a half kilometer past Beaumont Park turnoff. And as you can hear the traffic, we're right on the side of the highway. It's easy to see and find. The mountain is not especially long or high or any of the above, but it's a really great way to get your hiking legs back for early in the season. Just getting going again, get your lungs going. Yeah, should be a good day. We'll try and make the cliffs and the old lookout, see what's there. Last winter, or last summer I should say, had a heavy windstorm, blew the fire lookout tower down. So I'm curious what's left there, whether they've cleaned it all up, what they've done with the site. So we'll know soon enough. A little climbing to do, but no serious climbing here, just enough to keep you breathing. Okay, we're off. Pretty steady little climb here up through some really nice cover. Always takes a little bit to get the heart and lungs working like they used to. But, beautiful day. Slight breeze, not too hot, not raining. You can probably hear the birds in the background. They're singing like crazy. It's gonna be a great day. So, it says spring water here. I've certainly never tried the water or needed it. It's not that long a trail. I don't have much of a problem with the amount of water I bring. But if you forget your water, or you're just a little thirsty coming down, you're about, I don't know, 10 minutes from the vehicle here. There's some good water right here. Now, I don't ever usually see other hikers up here during the week, but today there's 2 other hikers going up to stretch their legs. They're just in front of me. So glad to see that the trail is being used. We'll always have them as long as they're being used. Yeah, you can start to see the lake down below now through the trees. Just scooted past the other two hikers. They were busy enjoying the group of songbirds back there that were singing up a storm, so enjoying the whole trail. So I moved ahead, give them a little room to do their thing. Yeah, first little viewpoint here. We'll check it out a little bit. Don't think you'll see a ton. There's a better one further up, but I've never stopped here, so we'll stop and have a look. Oop. So, yeah, the lake down below. So a bit of a view, but we'll get up a little higher and we'll be over top of those power lines and be able to see a little better. Love to see these signs on all the trails, and for the most part they seem to work. Trails are pretty clean most of the time. There's always the odd one, but really it's pretty good now. Okay, last of the climb to the lookout, and a short climb to the top of the mountain from here. Oh, there's Fraser Lake out there. Pretty nice view, really nice breeze. Good place to catch my breath a little bit, have a drink of water, move on, go to get to the tower site and to the cliff, and some chasms that people have called caves, I believe. I'm going to see if there's a trail past them to real caves, but they're pretty interesting nonetheless. Oh, breaking the open a little bit here on this side. Get a bit of a view what's happening. Nice. There's cliffs over there. We are going to be heading to them down the way here a bit and see if we can find the caves over there. So we're coming up to the trail to the lookout at the back side of the mountain here. Called Alpine Knoll. So we'll head up there and look at the backside. Oh yeah, just topping out on Alpine Knoll. Quite a view from up here on the backside. Certainly worth the extra few minutes it takes to get up here, that's for sure. Yeah, a waste to climb the mountain, not come see this. We're heading back down. You can see radio towers, microwave towers, whatever they're called, and that's the trail will take us right up past them, and the old fire lookout was just on the other side there, so that's where we'll be heading. Cliffs first and then up to there. Walking on the edge of a cliff on this side, nothing like the one on the other side, but interesting. Love rocks, so always take time to have a little look-see at them. Yeah. Oh, a little further along. Let's see. little bit of a rocky cliff. It's interesting. Certainly not as steep as the other side. You could actually climb down if you wanted to. Yeah. This little stretch of the trail here. Walking along the banks. View the whole time. Can't help but like it. For a fairly short hike and not too strenuous, gives you lots. Pay is good for it. Well, sign wasn't here before, but it's nice to see, and the trail is obvious, which really wasn't very obvious a few years back. So I'm gonna head over to the cliff and caves. It's going to be fun. Once again, gotta like this. Somebody has come out and gone to a lot of work. I know when I went looking for caves, I just had a word of mouth and not much of a trail. Somebody's come, and the trail looks excellent. It's well marked. Thank you to whoever did that. So I don't know if you call these cracks and chasms, fissures, what you call them. But Mother Nature sure did some cool things up on top of this mountain. Love this stuff. When we go to the cave, and I don't know if it is the bottom of these or if there's another cave there, but I've been at the bottom of these, didn't find another cave. I'll look a little harder, but we'll be able to look in from the bottom at them. So there's a couple of them along here. You see all along this part of the trail, there's all sorts of cracks in the rocks. I don't know much about exactly what causes all this, but it's fun to look at. So we're coming into the little lookout above the cliffs here. Lots to see. Good view of the lake, and somebody's put a chair up to sit and enjoy it. Well, I'm really liking all the changes that people have done to it. It was pretty rustic, I guess you could say, before. But yeah, she's straight down. You don't get too close to the edge if you can help it. Probably my favorite part of the hike, right here. Yeah, here's another one of those fissures or cracks or chasms or whatever they are. All kinds of weird things happen when this mountain is developing, for sure. Love looking at it though. So at the bottom end of one of those cracks, probably go further. I know there's another one. Mind you, this trail ain't looking very friendly, to be quite honest. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna walk in this one and have a little look, see if we can get in there. I guess I never got back this far before, because there obviously is a cave back here. And I certainly haven't been to it. And I'm okay. I don't need to go in there. But yeah, there it is. Interesting. Looks like you could go right through it. I'll come up out on the other end of the chasm or fissure or whatever, but I'll pass on that. Leave that for somebody else. But at least you can see what there is. Yeah, we're almost back out to the main trail. And we can continue on up to the towers and site of the old lookout tower. See what that all looks like now. Pretty curious what they've done with it. But cliffs in the cave were a lot of fun. And this view going down is pretty spectacular. So there's where we headed, up to the tower. And this is what we get to see on this open hillside as we're going there. Pretty nice. This old bench seen better days for sure, but still semi-usable. So we don't have a lot further to go. The tower is right there through the trees. One more climb coming up, I guess. Get up to it. Kind of forget this end of the trail a little bit, but we'll know soon enough anyway. So over there is where we're headed. Just about there now. Past this tower here. So get over to the old lookout site and then time to turn around. Make the trek back down. Well, that's a little sad to see. Old fire lookout. I'm sure many of us were up on that at one time or another. When I put the video together, I'll go back in my pictures and I'll throw some pictures when it was still standing. So, yeah, a little more history gone. Wow. Not much to say. This was a view from up there. I'm going to take a couple of pictures and then I think I'm just going to move on. This isn't an exciting place to be. The tree with the hiking trail sign is down. So somebody has put a chunk of webbing here. And there's the sign. So well, the trek back, not sure exactly how far it would be. I'm guessing 3.5–4 kilometers this length of the mountain and down to the vehicle, but I really have no idea whatsoever, just wandering along. We'll see, I guess, when it's all done. on the long downhill back now. I think I went up the last real hill. I know there's one more small one just in front of me, but pretty much the last real hill was behind me. So, as I say, it's all downhill from here. And just in time with the temperature coming up, the wind has come up, so it's reasonably comfortable right out there now. First decent hiking boots or outdoor runners or no snowshoes at all. So feels a little different. Usually doing half of the hike with snowshoes on, so we're back summertime hiking again. Feet feel a lot lighter. Well, we left at 10 after 11 and it's 3:40 now, and just returning to the vehicle. Great day up Fraser Mountain. Got some video, so on and so forth. Nice day.
That's the conclusion of the Fraser Mountain hike. Thanks for joining me on my trek. Hope you found something interesting to check out yourself. Our next trek will take us to the Erratic Ridge north of Prince George. This trek has become a favorite of mine summer or winter. It's within 1.5 hours of Prince George if the Forest Service road is not too busy. Radios are a must unless you are willing to follow a radioed vehicle in. This hike has fantastic views and some really interesting rocks. As for a mountain hike or snowshoe, this is as easy as it gets for incredible views. I hope you join me on it, and you won't be disappointed. Thanks again for tuning in, and see you on my next trek.